Hi, I'm Jerome Henry. I'm wireless instructor here at Fastlane. I'm CCIE Wireless, and I'm also teaching the CCNP Wireless classes, which there are 4 of them. Today I would like to talk to you about the IUWVN, which is the Voice over Wireless LAN class. This is a class I love, to be honest, because I see in this class people coming with a wireless background, but no voice background. I see people coming in that class with voice background, but no wireless background. And this is the one class where we bring it all together so that you can have voice over wireless LAN working properly. So in this 5-day class, we cover not only the wireless side of things, but also how you connect this wireless network to a voice network without making you a voice professional, but giving you enough knowledge so that you can connect to a call manager or call manager express and understand what the voice requirements are so that these devices perform well in your wireless environment. Voice over wireless LAN is a difficult topic. If you read around on cisco.com, you'll see there are several design guides, there are some forums where many people ask questions. And a very good way to prepare for the class is to read those documentation. And if you do so, you'll see that most of the time they describe configuration items, but related to conditions and environments. And reading this through will generate probably questions. And also if you make experiments, you'll see that some things do not work the way you would expect them to. So this is the best way to prepare for the class because you'll get to the class with a lot of questions. To me, the IUWVN is quite a class where there is a steep learning curve because you'll be learning about QoS, and right from day one, we'll deep dive into QoS for wireless. And unless you have very good wireless knowledge and a lot of experience, if you come from CCNA wireless level or any other of the CCNP wireless classes, you'll be probably in shock because we deep dive into what WMM is, 802.11e is, and how these things work together at the frame level. And it's actually a complex technology. So during the class, one good thing is to keep on reading. Keep on reading and try to relate what you learned about wireless QoS to what you learned about wired QoS that you may have known before, for example. And also keep on reading those design guides that we were talking about, because if you do so during the day of the class, you'll see that they tell you the same things, but in a way that might not be as clear as the one you have in the class. And that's a great way to make sense out of those documents and understand that there is no contradiction between what you read here and what you read there, but it's just a different way of expressing the same thing. The IUWVN class covers a lot of things. It's not only about voice, and as you see in the blueprint, it's also about video, so high throughput environment, multicast. There are a lot of things you need to know about voice and video traffic to be able to face the exam. So once you've completed the class, one thing you want to do is maybe reperform some of the labs. It doesn't require a lot of equipment. Typically with one controller, one access point, one laptop with a couple of free software, you can reperform most of the labs we do in the class. Redoing them a couple of times is a great way of making sure you understand exactly how it works, because you know the RF environment is changing all the time. So what you may have discovered in the class may not be exactly accurate and related to what you face in your real environment. So doing the same exercises, the same labs in different environments is the best way of making sure you understand exactly how things work. And that will allow you to get to the lab, get to the exam, and be prepared for the exam because you really understand what things are. It's not only something you read somewhere, it's something you really understand from your experience. What is really exciting about IUWVN is that it's one of these few classes where we bring the lab to your class. So we bring controllers, we bring switches, we bring access points, we bring phones, we bring cameras, we bring a lot of things. And we try to teach you how you set up a network for voice or for video. So you'll see that you'll end up taking the access points, moving them around, maybe beyond the class, and trying to determine what is the right size of the cell. Then, depending on the power of your access point, the speeds you allow on your access points, you'll see that the size of the cell, the overlap between the cells are completely different. And that will give you this unique opportunity to test and really understand for yourself what is the impact of all those factors on voice quality. What is funny about voice over wireless is that it's one of these technologies that generate the most number of tag cases at Cisco. And the reason why is because it's not an intuitive technology. Many people read the deployment guides, the design guides, and they think it should work a certain way, and when they deploy in a real environment, it doesn't work the way they thought it should. And that's because every environment is different. And that's the unique advantage of having a class as opposed to doing self-reading, is that you'll be able to experimenting yourself with someone to guide you, an instructor who will have years of experience in deploying voice and deploying wireless, and he will be or she will be able to explain to you why it doesn't work the way you think it should. And he will be able to give you this experience, share this experience with you, so that when you leave the class and perform your deployments, it will work the first time, just because you know how it's going to work.